Welcome to Lena's Fashion. Please subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channel. Subscribe to Lena's Fashion. So this is the fabric we're using. I folded it into two like this. You just fold it into two. We are going to be making a beautiful shoulder that Bustier blouse, okay? And then I'm going to be leaving the video on how to make the skirt in the link below, okay? Subscribe to Alina's Fashion to get more of this and all other beautiful work that we are doing here. We make adults and children wear. So we're going to be taking the full length plus 2 inches. When you take your measurements, you add 2 inches to the full length. So this is the full length plus 2 inches will give me 22 inches, okay, for the blouse. So I'll mark it, and then the next step I'll be taking the shoulder divided by 2. Shoulder divided by 2, I impute it there, and then 17 is my shoulder. I divide it by 2, give me 8.5. That is 8.5. So I'm going to be measuring 8.05 here. This is it. So I'm coming down also by 8.5 from the shoulder. I'm coming down by 8.5. After I'm taking a slant of 1 inch, I'm coming down by 8.5, and then I'm going to be measuring 8.5 at this horizontal line, in horizontal position, so that I'll be able to make sure that it's accurate. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to be rolling it down. This will give the armhole. This will serve as the armhole for the blouse. Join this line will serve as the chest line, okay? So from the shoulder to the bust, you just measure it, your shoulder to bust plus 0.5 inch, okay? So my shoulder to bust is 10 inches, so I've marked it there. Then the next will be the shoulder to the underbust. Shoulder to the underbust, okay? Just mark shoulder to the underbust plus 0.5 inch, okay? So my shoulder to underbust is 15 inches, so 15.5. I added 0.5, okay, to this. So I mark it there. I'm going to be drawing the line. Okay, I've ruled out the line. Okay, this is the chest line, the bust line, the underbust, the waist, and the full length. Okay, so these are the lines. So I'm going to be imputing my nipple to nipple, okay? So my nipple to nipple is 4 inches. I'm adding 0.5. so that it will be 4.5. So I'm marking 4.5 all the way down this nipple to nipple line. Okay, I'm going to roll it down from the bust to under bust. Okay, so I've rolled it down like this. So I'm going to be taking the dart from here now, okay, but I'm not going to be taking the dart on the bust point. So I'm coming down 0.5 inch from the bust line, and then I'm going up 0.5 inch also from the bust line. Okay, that is 1 inch altogether. Came down I went up 0.5, came down 0.5. Okay, so I'm going to be imputing the dart now from the waist. This is the waist. I'm going to be imputing the dart from the waist. So I've told you the dart will be 3.5 inches. I've told you how to calculate the dart in my previous video. You can check it out. So I'm marking 2.5 inches here, and at the center front I'm marking 1 inch. Okay, so my dart is, so I'm going to be rolling the darts. Okay, this part I'm going to mark 1 inch also, and then this side will be 2.5 inches. Then I'll be rolling it, and then you'll be seeing the princess bustier how it comes out. Mind you, this line will be straight down to the waist and to the full length, but it's not going to be straight to the bust. We're going to give it a curve. So this part, from this 0.5, I'm going to be curving it to this under bust. So you just curve it like this. And you can use your French curve or whatever freehand like I'm using. So I've curved it like that, and I'm curving this other one also like this. Okay, make sure you curve it very well, because this is where the shape comes out from. So after curving this out, I'm going to be curving the shoulder dart also. So this shoulder dart, like we did in the previous video, I'm going to be doing it here again. You're going to go on to add 2 inches on the shoulder line. I'm going to be adding 2 inches. So I'm going to be adding 2 inches to the shoulder line. Okay, so just add 2 inches, and then I'll tell you how we're going to be connecting it. So after adding 2 inches, I'll have to clean this armhole line that I've done before. Okay, so it's going to come like this to this 0.5 inch that we marked here, top of the bust. So I'm going to be drawing a line from the 2 inches I've added. Just draw the line straight, like just curve it, like slant it like this. I don't really know the actual word. Then you come here again to this point where you added the 2 inches and draw this another line like this and join it like this. Okay, so after drawing these 2 lines, you know the shoulder has extended now. We've extended the shoulder by 2 inches. Okay, so I'm going to be pinning this down, and then we take the armhole and we take the shoulder measurement again. You're going to use, just make sure that it's secured down on the fabric. So I'm using a safety pin to pin this down. Okay, I've pinned it this way, so I'm going to be taking the shoulder measurement so that you have the accurate shoulder measurement of 8.05. Anything short of this will not give you your desired results. So taking the measurements again is 8 inches. Is 8 inches. Okay. So we're supposed to be having 8.05. So I'm going to be adding 0.5 inches 0.5 inch to the 8 inches, so that it will augment for the one we removed, so that the chest line will be accurate like we did before. So we're having a new chest line, as you can see. Okay, so here it is. It's different from the former one. Okay, so as you can see, so this new shoulder line, I'm going to be drawing it again. Okay, so the shoulder line is 8.5 inches. So for the neckline, I'm coming down by 7.5 inches. Okay, it's going to be a sweetheart neckline, so I'm coming down by 7.5 inches, and then the width will be 3.5 inches. Okay, so this is what we'll be doing. We just draw the line like this. So I'm drawing the line for the neckline. Okay, this is 3.5 inches width by 7.5 inches depth. So what you do, you just come to this point. Okay, you can just come to this point and curve it. You can come to however you want, but I'm coming through like this. You can take half of it, so I'm curving it like this. Just curve it. So I have a sweetheart neckline here. So now we're going to be cutting out the dart area in the neckline and everything, so that we'll see our bustier. Okay, so this part now, I'm going to be opening the pin so that you see actually what was actually done here. Okay, so we're going to be imputing all that data first of all. So removing the pin, you have something like this. So now we're gonna go ahead to impute other data. Okay, so for the bust line, you take your bust divided by 4 plus 2.5 inches. That's what I used here. Bust divided by 4 plus 2.5. So for the underbust, is going to be the underbust divided by 4 plus 2.5 inches. Then you're going to be adding this dart that we took out from here. So this is the underbust divided by 4 plus 2.5 inches. I've imputed. Then I'll still come back to carry the dart, this dart all together. Just measure it and add it up. And for the waist, and then you impute whatever you took out. So I'm adding that I removed, that is a 3.5 inches. Just add it to the measurements. Okay, make sure you add the dart so that the fabric, whatever you're using, you will not be short of. So this is what I got for the waist. Okay, so just impute everything. Waist divided by 4 plus 2.5 inches, then you add the dart. Okay, so after everything, we're going to be, this is how it is. I added the dart. I'm going to be cutting out now. I'm just double checking it to see if everything is accurate. Please, you can do this before you start cutting. So look at where it is right now. Okay, and then if you notice now, you see that this mark here and the waist, the on bust is different from the data in the bust point. So we're going to be neglecting this. We're just going to be rolling it like this, and we'll neglect this. It will augment. So I'm going to be rolling the line. We're not going to be working with that bust measurement. Why? Because everything will fall in place. When after sewing, you see how it is. So I've drawn the line like this from the underbust to the chest line. I didn't mark this part, okay? Didn't mark this part. So for the armhole, I'm coming in, just take half of the armhole. So for the armhole, you just measure, you take half of it, mark that point, and then we are going to be creating the curve, okay, for the armhole. So from this point now, I'm coming in by 0.5 inch, okay? Just come in by 0.5, and then you connect it to have these nice cover the front bodies. Just curve it like this to this 0.5 inch we came in with, and then you curve it to this points, these points on the chest line we marked out. This is the sweetheart neckline, this is the shoulder dart, this is the bust dart, okay? This is the shoulder dart blouse, as you can see. So here it is, I've cut it out. Voila! Wow! So this is how beautiful it looks. Okay, so this is how beautiful it looks. I made a video on how to cut and sew the breast pad. So this is the under bust. You can do yourself a favor by checking for the video. I'll leave the link below. Look for the video and get to know how I made the beautiful bust pad. So this is the back bodice. I've marked 2 inches for the zipper allowance. Okay, just mark 2 inches at the center at the folded part like this for the zipper allowance. Okay, so I'm taking the shoulder measurement divided by 2, and then I'm going to be coming down by 0.5 inch instead of 1 inch. For the front bodice, I came down by 1 inch. For the back bodice, I'm coming down by 0.5. So I'm going to be slanting the shoulder like this. Okay, so look at it very well. Okay, I slanted like this, the shoulder slant. So I'm going to be inputting other data like I did for the front bodies. This is the 8.5 inches, okay, for the armhole. The difference between the front and the back bodies is just that the back bodies don't have the underbust. Every other measurement is same, save for the dart. The dart for the back is less than the dart I took for the front. So I just input every other data that I did for the front bodies. And here we go. To the bust, okay, so I'm going to be taking shoulder to the waist. Okay, I left the underbust, then I'll take the shoulder to the full length for the back bodies. So I'm going to be imputing my nipple to nipple, that is the bust span measurement. I'm taking 4.5 inches also at the bust line, and then on the waistline I'm taking 4.5 inches also. So I'm rolling it like this, like we did for the front, but there's no underbust here, okay? So that will be less than the front bodies, like I said earlier. For the back, I'm going to be taking 1 inch, 5 inch, what am I even saying? I'm going to be taking 0.5 inch, okay, both sides, so that it will be 1 inch together. So I'm drawing this line now to the bust point. In fact, I'm going to join this line above the bust point, like 1 inch above the bust point, unlike the front bodies when we had to draw it underneath the bust point. So this one I'm using my free hand. Please do yours very well. I'm just using free hand here. You can use your ruler, and then you make your dart. You just draw the dart like this. So here is the dart all the way to 1 inch above the bust point. So imputing the other data like I did with the front bodies, I just do the bust point divided by 4 plus 2.5 inches, then I'll add the dart like I did for the front. So this dart is 1 inch. I'm adding it to this bust point divided by 4 plus 2.5 plus that. This is me taking the waist divided by 4 plus 2.5, and then I measured the exact dart that I marked. So unlike for the front bodies where the armhole I came in by 0.5, for this back armhole I'm going to be coming out by 0.5 instead of coming in like I did for the front. So this is half of the armhole. Okay, I've marked it, so on that point I'm going to be coming out by 0.5 inch, and then I'm going to be connecting the line. Okay, so on this other part I'm going to be coming in like this. I'm connecting it like this, coming out now. This is because of your back is you have this what would I say, the back is kind of curved at the back, so the the sleeve is coming out at the back. So also for the zipper, we are going to be taking in some portion of the zipper at the waist. Okay, so now I'm going to be inserting my sweetheart neckline. As you can see, I didn't mark from the zipper point, I marked after the zipper point 3.5 inches for the width, 3.5 inches for the width, and 7.5 inches for the depth. So rolling it out, I have something like this. Just roll it out. I'm going to be using the front bodice neckline to cut the back bodice. So just place the front bodice on the back like this. Make sure you align it very well. It's positioned on this zipper line, and then you trace it. Just give it a good trace. For this waist, like I said, I'm going to be coming in by 1 inch, so that this is because the waist, the from the back, your back is not straight, so that there won't be zipper budge. Okay, we've done this in our previous video for our blouse, so I'm doing it again. Just curve it in like this, and you're going to be adding this 1 inch that we're taking out. So that is why we came in by 1 inch at the waist point. At the waist point. Okay, so just shape it like this, and then we're going to be cutting this out. This is the part of the blouse that I've imputed at the front, so I took 9 inches here. Okay, but the center front is 11 inches. It's like a V shape that I did for the blouse, so I took 11 inches here. So the length is 22 inches. This is on fold. I've cut it along with the lining also. So this is a very beautiful style I just did for the blouse. So I came in 1 inch short of this fabric for the lining. 1 inch. I left 1 inch short of this fabric. I'm just going to be sewing this to the base of the blouse. So this is what we get after I join it at the base. This is what we get. I've left video for every other thing I did. Okay, this is the sweetheart neckline. Video for cutting the breast pad, okay, and padding the blouse is there. Video for fixing this beautiful zipper, beautifully fixed, is there. Video on how to make this beautiful pencil skirt is also there on my link. So click the particular video you'd like to watch and leave your review. Thank you for watching Alina's Fashion. I love you.